What is up, everybody? I'm Wingman 700, or Dan, from Audio Addiction. I'm coming at you right now with a review of the Attila album, Chaos. It is amazing. Uh, I, it's awesome. Well, that's it. No, but seriously, it really is good. You can find me on YouTube at Wingman 700 and also on Twitter and Facebook and Snapchat as Wingman 700. Now, let's get into the review. First, you start off with Ignite, and it hits pretty hard. It's definitely really Attila. The entire album in itself is very exactly what you'd expect from listening to an Attila song. I really like the backtrack that they have going on. It's like this like synthy in the background. It really adds a lot of like dimension to the song, which I really like. And with newer bands that I've been listening to who aren't really established yet, it's like I guess it's something that they don't think to put in their music yet. And I think if a lot more bands did stuff like that, a lot more newer bands did stuff like that, they'd definitely grow a lot faster. Second track on the album is Bulletproof. Again, the backtrack is really good. um, the line that says "Nothing in this world was ever given to me." I really like that he says that because just having kind of learned a little bit about Franz's history, he's worked really hard to get to where he is now with Attila, with Stasik, with his record label, with Franza, like with all of his stuff. He's like always on the grind, and I feel like that's actually really inspirational for anyone. Because I mean, who that doesn't live like that is super successful? Nobody. Otherwise, they're just wanting to be successful without putting the work in. And he definitely shows that you can put the work in and you can get what you want. Breakdown in the song is amazing. I really like that. You'll see as a popular trend through this, they have a really hard rock sound that goes along throughout, kind of like what Bring Me the Horizon did in their last album. And it seems like what a lot of bands these days are kind of going towards a little more of a radio friendly sound. I feel like on Franz's side of it, maybe he's thinking more of it definitely help them expand and have the band last a lot longer, because we all know bands who just have the same sound kind of die out. But they didn't just change their sound, which is really nice. And I feel like they're doing kind of like what Ask Alexandria was doing, where they went to kind of a rocky, but it was still very metal, and then they went to mostly rock. But I don't think that's going to happen with Attila. I think it's going to stay this party metal, hard rock kind of sound, because they did have it a little bit on the last album. It was really good as well. Third track, and one of my favorites on the album, is Mosh Pit featuring OK. OK, if you don't know, is a EDM uh, composer. I think this is what you call him. He's not a DJ yet. Composer. He's actually really good. If you do check him out, I would definitely check out his Chainsmokers remix, just to kind of get a feel for like stuff that he does. Um, the mix of Attila and the EDM is so it's something you would expect, but I don't think they've ever really had just an EDM sound with like some metal parts over it before. If there is, I just don't remember. And I've been listening to them since Rage, and all their what was it Rage the next their this is their fifth album that I've started listening to them. I know they have one before that, I think, or is that or it's an EP. Anyway, really good sound. I really like it. His rapping is so good. Just about in every song that he does have these raps. It's it blows me away just how ridiculous slash offensive slash good he is at rapping fast. The fourth song on the album is Obsession. I really like the beginning drum guitar with the backtrack. It really helps create this really nice sound. Intro vocals are amazing, and it is also a very Attila-esque sound, so it'll definitely be something you're familiar with listening to. Fifth song on the album is Rise Up. The intro guitar is really good. That's it's just really cool sounding. The breakdown guitar and the how the guitar and vocals work is also really nice. Uh, I don't want to give away or even try to replicate the sound because I won't do it justice. But you should buy this album. Let's Get Abducted is their seventh song on the album. I might have messed up somewhere in the listing. I apologize. It's my favorite song, definitely on the album. I really like the alien feel to it. How a lot of like the guitar and the synth kind of give it this eerie sound. I also really like that it's another alien theme. How Devil Wears Prada had their, I think it was a space EP, if I'm getting the name correct. And then how they had the zombie EP. It's these like eerie, creepy, uh, possibly even morbid things. I really like that they're kind of fitting them into the genre, and it blends so well. Like there's all because it's called Let's Get Abducted. Like if they didn't call it that and they didn't call it anything obvious, you definitely get a reminiscent of some type of alien movie or a feel of something like that. The eighth song on the album, Legend, also another very Attila-esque, but it has that hard rock sound as well. Instead of a breakdown, I didn't hear any. Well, I didn't hear any real breakdown, but it had a pretty nice guitar solo that it really kind of as more than the halfway point through the album, it really kind of freshened things up and got you ready to keep listening. Um, it's definitely not a hard album to listen to, but it definitely was nice after having a lot of the metal mosh stuff and a little bit of guitar solos that they did just like a guitar solo instead of a breakdown. It was really nice change of pace for the next upcoming song. Speaking of the next upcoming song, that is number 9, Queen. I think it's a very very good song describing some hardcore Attila female fans in a good way. Just like a no BS, I don't take any crap kind of person who just they don't care if they get hit in the mosh pit, and that's actually really sometimes really scary to see, but it is really refreshing once in a while just to know like you could keep being yourself and keep moshing or keep whatever, and that's you don't have to worry about hitting a girl who's just there with her boyfriend or something like that. The breakdown was really heavy. I like how they use the. I like how they kind of implemented the bass drum a little bit in there with like this like this like double bass sound. This then they changed it up a little bit, and then they did it again, and they had like these 3 variations of it, and it just sounded really good. His rap was really really cool, and I can't wait to memorize it. As with most of Franz's raps, honestly. Number 10 is All Hail Rock and Roll. It's like you would assume from the title, it is a very rock and roll song. It gets a lot right off the bat. It gets to the root of the phrase drugs, sex, and rock and roll. With the sex right off the bat, just for like a second, and then it just gets right into the kind of drugs, rock and roll theme. He doesn't actually explicitly say anything about drugs that I heard out of my couple listens, but it definitely, it's a lifestyle kind of a thing. and it's a really good song, and I think most people will like it. The breakdown is awesome. I like the part. It's right beforehand. It has this. I think it's Motley Crue that had this like a chopper just kind of idling. Like that's kind of how it did it right before then. So it really added to the whole rock and roll feel with the choppers and the girls and whatever. Just I just thought it was really cool. Song 11 is King. I feel like in this song he really put like a mirror to society. Less than halfway through the song he says, if you want it, you will fight for it. And that's something I think a lot of people, especially in like my generation, they are kind of just expecting things to work out how they want them to. And I think it's really cool that he kind of says like, if you want, you're gonna fight for it. Like you just have to. And it just again calls back to Bulletproof, the second song on the album, with the you're really gonna have to work for things that you want. Overall, this album is really, really solid. I liked all the songs. The last Attila album, I had like one song or two that I didn't really like want to listen to all the time, but with this album, I have no problem just listening through the whole thing. All the songs are really solid. They really get you kind of like pumped and want to just jump around, and I feel like seeing it live is going to be amazing. Unfortunately, I just missed them coming through, but it should be awesome. I definitely recommend picking it up. I really just enjoyed to just sit here in my chair and try to just kind of zen out and just listen for things in the music at the same time, trying not to just bounce around, man, the whole time listening to it. It was really good. Anyway, that was the Attila Chaos review. Please subscribe down below. If you know of any albums that maybe we don't, please put them in the comments below. Also, make sure to like the video if you liked it. Add it to your playlists, your watch later if you don't have time, because I feel like this is something that needs to get out there. You need to know about this album and what we're doing. There will probably be some type of things around to click on after this or whatever, to check out our other stuff. Make sure you check out the cards up in the corner. We give you guys a lot of playlists and a lot of suggested stuff that we think you would like. Also, if you did not get my information from the beginning of the video, you could either go back, or instead of wasting your time and listening to me talk, you could look in the description. It should all be in there. Thank you guys for watching.
So did you like the video? Then make sure you subscribe to Audio Addiction's channel by hitting that button right over there. Subscribe to our channel helps you stay up to speed on all of our latest content. Speaking of latest content, you can check out a recent episode from our live weekly show right down there, as well as a recent album review right over there. And you can check us out on social media right over there. So what are you waiting for? Let's talk music.